Alright, what's going on, guys? So yesterday was the first day of the Call of Duty Vanguard Alpha, PlayStation only, unfortunately. I played quite a bit. I probably put like 6 hours into it or so. I don't know. I think I got like 15 wins, something like that. It's not the most in-depth experience, it's only an alpha. It's very limited, but I do feel like I got a pretty good feel for the game at least, so I figured it's time to make the video. A couple disclaimers real quick. First of all, I hope this gameplay doesn't look like too awful, because I switched to PC this year, as you guys probably know, and I completely didn't even consider that I would still need my PlayStation for stuff like this. So I had my PS4 set up, but I'm recording with the PS4 playback feature or whatever that's called, and then I'm uploading that gameplay raw to YouTube and then re-downloading that gameplay so that I can edit it for the video. So I wouldn't be surprised if it looks terrible, but hopefully it's not too bad. I'm gonna have to figure that situation out. I guess I'm gonna have to keep a console recording setup handy at all times for any future betas and stuff. But anyway, second disclaimer for those that haven't played yet, or even if you have played, I don't think we should be taking too much away from this alpha experience, because this is by no means a real multiplayer experience, not even close, right? I've been playing Cold War on 100 FOV with 250 frames for the last year. Now I'm on PS4 with this regular default FOV 60 FPS. It just looks terrible. It's not comparable, but more so than that, we're only getting one game mode, and this game mode is absolutely nothing close to what actual multiplayer will be. I mean, you're watching it right now for those of you that haven't played it. If I had to describe it, it's like a 2v2 gunfight tournament. You'll see there's 8 teams in the beginning. Everyone starts with 12 lives, and you just keep 2v2ing different teams in your battle royale or whatever you want to call it until you kill everyone. There's one team standing. Each round is a different map. You play a different team. In between rounds, you can buy upgrades. You can get kill streaks, perks, guns, whatever you want to upgrade. I mean, it's an interesting concept. It's kind of cool, I guess. The problem with the mode is there's no incentive to move around. The point of the mode is more so to conserve your lives and not die, rather than to go kill other people. So at times it can get really campy. There's some people that will not leave the spawn at all, the whole time. It's really terrible. So they probably need to adjust the rules a little bit. It could be easily fixed by giving more of an incentive for actually winning each round, or more of a penalty for losing the round, something to just encourage people to move around a little bit more. So I just don't think this mode tells us much about the real game, because when the real game comes out, I promise you no one's gonna be playing this shit, man. It's not gonna be very popular at all. But that being said, let's talk about some of the actual gameplay itself. There is a little bit that we can take away. So at the core, probably the most general way to describe it, anyone that's played it will describe it this way to you. It's Modern Warfare with a World War II skin. It's not quite as cracked as MW, I would say, but that's just right now. We're in alpha, we're very rough early stages of the game. I bet, once the game comes out and people get into it, it's probably going to be just as cracked as Modern Warfare. Now, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Probably depends on who you ask. If you were a big fan of Modern Warfare or you're a big fan of World War II, you probably will really enjoy what's going on in this game. But that's really the main takeaway that we have right now. There's only a few aspects of this that I would say carry over to multiplayer, so I guess I'll quickly address them. Probably most importantly is the guns and the actual gunfights and stuff. So one thing is the time to kill. I don't know if we should judge it necessarily, because in this mode you can have armor, so the health in this mode might be totally different from actual multiplayer. I don't know if they adjusted it so it matches up, you know what I mean? So I don't know if we should really talk about the time to kill right now because of that armor feature, but it is pretty fast. It's definitely faster in Cold War. I don't think it's as fast as Modern Warfare though, but that might just be because of the armor. But the actual guns themselves, very standard for a World War II game. That's the thing about all World War II games, right? They pretty much all have the same guns, because when you go to that era, you're pretty limited in what guns you can use if you're trying to keep it realistic. So it's all the same shit. MP40, Thompson, Bar, STG, Car 98, all the regular guns that you see in every World War II game. The guns do have some recoil, ammo, which is new. Big change of pace from Cold War, where everything is a laser. However, I will say, you don't actually get to customize the guns yourself. You upgrade them in the game, but you're not picking the attachments. So maybe they just haven't put the right attachments on the gun that would make it amazing. Because we all know developers always make the worst preset classes. You know, when you get on a new COD, you're like level 1, you gotta choose one of the stupid classes that they made, and they're always just so terrible. So I wouldn't trust their decision making when it comes to guns like that. And then probably the last thing when it comes to gunfights is when you get shot in this game, your screen is atrocious. Like, I'm okay with like the flinch, I'm okay with like the blood splatter or whatever, you know, it turns red or whatever. But in addition to both of those things, in this game, your screen also like turns black and you can't see anything at all. And actually, I don't know if I'm just old or what, or maybe it's just the terrible PS4 graphics. I don't know what's going on here, but I can't see anything in general on this game. It's very difficult for me to see. I don't know if anyone else shares that opinion. Or maybe I'm just old, but I really was like struggling to see people in this. So that on top of the like weird black screen you get when you get shot at, it makes it very hard to see people in gunfights. That's pretty much it for the guns. Some other stuff, they do have some perks available. Very standard perks. I didn't see anything that stuck out there whatsoever. It was just like your regular, they had like tac mask, ghost, tracker, you know, all your like regular perks that you see in all the other CODs. Nothing really stood out. Kill streaks, they did have kill streaks in this as well. I'm assuming these will probably carry over to multiplayer. It seems pretty viable. The only one worth noting, I would say, is the V2 rocket is back, and I'm thinking it's going to carry over to multiplayer. Like, I wouldn't think they just made the V2 rocket for this mode. So the nuke kill streak will be back in this game, so you know that is a positive, I would say. But yeah, that's pretty much it as far as general aspects of the game. Oh, they do have some tacticals as well, like your regular grenades. They have like some Nova gas, flashbangs, whatever, like very basic stuff that you would expect. Now, one thing I do want to point out, I don't know if I'm crazy, is the mini-map not like terrible? Like, I don't know what it is about the mini-map, I can't explain it, but I just want to say, like, I don't feel like it works correctly. There's definitely something wrong with the minimap, and it's just, it's not showing people where they're supposed to be, and sometimes it just doesn't show people at all. It's just not very accurate. I don't know. There's something off about the minimap. I found that it was just not working for me at all. I know everything I said so far, like, sounds kind of negative probably, I don't know, but I mean, this is the alpha. You're supposed to give feedback on what needs to be changed for the real game, so you know, I'm trying to say like what's wrong with it. Let me just say, I have no problems with the game. Like, I don't think the game is shit or anything. Like, I'm gonna buy the game, I'm gonna play the game, seems fine. I just think that they presented this in probably the worst way they could have. You know what I mean? Like, this game mode is just not good, man. Like, I'm probably not even gonna play it again. You know what I mean? Like, I played it the first day. I'm good. I see what it's all about. Like, I'm not really interested in grinding it out. It's not really something to grind, I would say. So I just don't think they should have given us this mode to test it out, because honestly, it probably pissed a lot of people off. There's probably some people that like think this game is shit now because of this mode. Like, this mode is just not it, man. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, a good example would be like, if someone gave you $100, right? Like, damn, okay, let me get that 100. Like, that's nice. I would love $100. But then when they give it to you, they give it to you in pennies. I mean, thanks for the $100, but like, what do I do with this fucking bucket full of pennies now, bro? Like, now I gotta go deal with this. It's like that. It's like, yeah, thanks for the alpha. Like, I appreciate it. I want to play your game, but like, damn, like, do we have to play this stupid ass mode? Like, damn, like, can we play something better? Like, something normal? I don't know. Anyways, that's pretty much it for the video. I wouldn't judge the game too much based off this. We're gonna get the real beta in about 2 weeks, I believe, and that's gonna be actual like 6v6 regular multiplayer. So that will be the time we make some judgments on the game. As for now, this was just a little taste, you know what I mean? Just, you know, put the tip in a little bit, just see what it feels like. And it felt okay, you know what I mean? But, you know, we gotta wait before we get the whole thing. So let me know your thoughts down below for those of you that played it. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like rating if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're not already. Follow me on Twitter. Links in the description down below. Check out my last video if you missed it. We had to talk about the OnlyFans situation. So anyways, once again, thank you so much for watching. Have a good day and peace out.